What do you think of the main event, Spence Garcia?
I think it's a great fight. I think it's one of those fights that we're going to be talking about in 10 years from now. Like, what's that thing on HBO?
Legendary Nights.
Dude, we need that back. By the way, you know that was a great show. That was a great show. So this is one of those kind of nights. This is going to be one of those legendary nights for both fighters. You know, for Spence and Garcia, but more so for Garcia because that night he's going to make history. And that night he's gonna be crowned the champion of a five division champion. So it's gonna be a beautiful night for him and for all Hispanic fans that are gonna be there supporting him.
What is it about fighters from this part of California? You know, right outside of LA, you know, Inland Empire, Oxnard. What do you think it is that makes guys tough? You know, the kind of cloth they're cut from. It's a struggle. The struggle that we have. You know, boxing is one of the only sports that you come from nothing to make something. One of the only sports, in all honesty. You know, and you're alone. There's no one else to help you. You gotta rely on yourself. Living in the neighborhoods that you live in, you gotta find a way to make it out. And the easiest way is with your fist sometimes. It's the easiest way because we get bullied at school. And bullying is okay with me. I'm okay with bullying. It makes you a better person. It makes you what you are. So the struggle makes us what we are and makes us a great fighter. How's Mikey going to win this fight? Is he just going to be the same Mikey he always has, or because he's moving up, you think he's going to do some things different to win the fight?
The best way I could say is if you watch his last fight, man, against Eastern, man, he's just so methodical, so perfect, so smart about it. Every punch that he takes, it's that he's a smart fighter. That's how he's gonna win the fight, and that's what's gonna win him the fight. It's just the fact that he's just a smart fighter. I remember watching him spar when he was going through that stuff with his promoter before. I was like, man, this kid is so fucking smart and so good. He's just good and smart. That's the main thing about him.
Do you think he'll have the power at welterweight?
Well, of course. Yeah, he's going to have the power, but the main thing that's going to carry over is his ring generalship, his ring brains, his ring smart. Like, I remember when Roy Jones Jr. fought Ruiz. You know, that was a big jump up. That was a huge jump up in weight. And Roy just outsmarted Ruiz. And that's what I believe that Mikey has to do. Not to say that Spence is going to be slow like Ruiz, but, you know, I think he's going to carry over.
What do you think, though, when people say they know how smart Mikey is and how good his skills are, but he's not slick enough?
Well, the ones that don't think that he's slick enough need to watch his fight. That's what makes him, his brains makes him slick. He is a slick fighter. He's a underrated slick fighter because he knows his slickness. To me, is knowing your distance and knowing how to fight someone. And he's the best at distance and knowing his distance, knowing how to fight someone and picking his shots.
And lastly, do you see it ending close in a decision, or
decision win, unanimous by I'll say 8-4, 7-5, but it's gonna be a good fight.